Motivated Seller Secrets. What is up, guys? Zach Ginn here, and in today's video, I'm going to be revealing the motivated seller secrets that most people don't know for wholesaling real estate. I'm going to expose wholesaling real estate gurus, and I'm going to share the stuff that they don't give to you guys. And I really just, in this video in general, I want to give you the secrets that you need to know about motivated sellers. And this is really exciting. So this actually is part of my Wholesaling Houses for Real Mastermind call. So this is actually really exciting stuff. So if you want to join on the call today and actually be a part of it today, what you need to do is you need to go to Wholesaling Houses for Real. That is the largest wholesaling mastermind in the country. Go to Facebook, search Wholesaling Houses for Real, and it should pop up. It's the largest mastermind in the country. It's pretty exciting. So let's get it going, guys. So before we hop on, get some people on here, I really want to talk about motivated sellers. So some of the secrets that a lot of you people don't understand about motivated sellers is it's never about the property with a motivated seller. I don't think a lot of people understand this, and it's a very tough concept for a lot of newer wholesalers to really grasp sometimes, but it's never about the property. Just think about this for a second. Imagine that you have a close family member and they unfortunately had someone, pass away that they knew, and they're looking to sell the property. Or let's say they tell you in confidence that they lost their job. What would you do? Would the first thing you'd say to them would be, what is the square footage of the property? How many bedrooms? How many bathrooms is it? Do you have any code violations on the property? No, that'd be crazy to ask, right? You would ask them, Sarah or John or whatever their name is, how can I help you? What's going on through your head? I'm so sorry to hear this. You would actually have a legitimate conversation with the actual motivated seller, not have a conversation about the property, the ARV, how much money you can make off of it. You would actually have a legitimate conversation with the seller. And that's really what I think most people don't understand. You need to have genuine conversations, have genuine rapport with your motivated sellers so you can go out here and make the most money for your real estate wholesaling business. So let's get it going, guys. I want to help you guys. I want to give the secrets to motivated sellers. I want to help you guys so much. So let's get some people on here. Let's get the mastermind call going, and let's see if I can have conversations with you, see what's working with you guys with motivated sellers, what's not. That's kind of the point of today, is to see what I can do to help you guys out. We'll do a little Q&A at the end too, if that helps you out. That'd be pretty cool. But the one last thing before we get into it is with motivated sellers. I think a lot of people do not emphasize rapport enough. And I sound like a broken record talking about how important rapport is, but rapport is truly one of the most important aspects for wholesaling real estate. I don't think enough people put enough emphasis into building rapport in the real estate wholesaling operations, because they just think it's cool and sexy to be that virtual guy closing all the deals and being the cool kid. I'm going to be honest with you. Building that rapport and that true connection with your motivated sellers is the difference between a lot of 7-figure and 6-figure wholesalers. That is truly like the biggest difference. How much care you put into actually helping your sellers out will be a huge factor in your success for real estate wholesaling. Remember the Ford method: family, occupation, recreation, dreams. I'm telling you guys right now, start building more rapport with your sellers and you will have more results. So I'm pretty excited about this. So let's get it going. And in this video, in the next couple minutes, I will reveal some more secrets, but I want you guys to ask your questions and I want to help you guys out. So first person we have here is Mike. Mike, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, Zach? How are you? I just had a quick question. I've been pulling a bunch of lists for like the last month using PropStream, and I'm finding that a majority of the people on these lists are either, obviously some people are going to get mad that they're getting so many calls, but it seems like all of the lists that I'm pulling, and I'm in Orlando, but everything seems like these people are getting hundreds of calls, all for the exact same thing. Maybe I'm just not pulling niche enough lists or anything like that. Any kind of tip or information you have on that sort of stuff.
Yeah. So you said Orlando. Are you doing Orlando only or like Orange County?
Orange County, but I'm just focusing on Orlando, starting kind of small to figure out the area and kind of expanding after that.
Okay. So you're just pulling straight from PropStream. I would do niche lists Orlando's big enough where you can do the niche lists. So again, go to the Orange County Fire Department's Orlando one fire department. I don't know if it's separate or not, but do the fire departments, get the fire damage property lists, go hard in the paint getting that, get the code violations. Definitely go to the, I think, City of Orlando utility department, get the water shutoff list from there. Start getting all these lists.
Okay.
Huh?
Oh no, I was just saying I had already grabbed the water shutoff list.
Okay. Did you get the utility list also?
I did not. They hadn't gotten back to me, but they seemed a little more hesitant to give that information out.
Keep calling more, dude. That means there's less wholesalers getting it, dude. That's even better.
Okay.
The more resistance I get from a county for a list, the more excited I get, dude. If they just give you a list, it's like, oh, everyone can get it. If you can get that list, it's insane. Fire damage. Did you get that list back?
I did not. I haven't even looked for that one.
Dude, call every day till you get it.
Okay.
Hey, dude, it's the government. They're not going to go out of their way to help you.
True.
You're going to have to annoy them.
And then another quick question I had. I wanted to know, like, one of the lists that I was looking at on PropStream, like, just, that I've been calling. I just wanted to know if, like, maybe I'm in the right direction. But it's like a single family, vacant properties, not owner occupied, not on market, 300K or less, 50% more or more equity. Does that seem like somewhere good to start with a list like that?
I would up the equity up a little more.
Yeah.
Than that.
Okay.
So
cool.
That's probably what I'm thinking right now. Up the equity a little more. How big is that list?
That one I got down to like 582.
Okay. It seems a little small. So why is it so small?
That's a good question.
Well, you want to pop it up?
Yeah, I've got it pulled up right now.
All right, let me know.
Yeah, I'm not, I'm pretty new to all this stuff. I've just been doing like research and trying to pull lists for like the last month or so. I just started cold calling the other day. So still pretty green on all of this.
All right, dude, let's get it going, dude. I'm here to help you. This is the mastermind call. So let's get it going.
Yeah. What did you want me to pull up? The list?
Yeah, your PropStream.
How do I can share that with you?
It should say share screen on here.
Oh, true. Cool.
And we can look at it and see.
Sorry, I have to change the Google privacy settings.
No worries.
My apologies. Advanced. Okay.
And we'll get that going. So we're looking there. All right.
Okay. I don't think I got it.
Oh, no worries. You can just tell me what you see then, and then I can probably help from there.
Okay. Oh, got it. Can you see it?
Yep.
Cool. So I don't know. This is the list that I've gotten, and I kind of, like I said, it was 583. I don't know how it got so small though, because is there another way to like redo the search or?
Yeah, try to redo the search. Let me see.
Okay, let's go to rerun search.
It should be way bigger, dude.
Yeah, that's what I was like. I should have a couple thousand on these lists, like somewhere in that.
Oh yeah.
So let's see what the filters are. Single family, that's it. Yeah, so here's you can see the search right here. Maybe I just got to open it up to a bigger area. Is Orlando too small to do something like this?
Let's do a fresh search.
Okay.
Let's start from the beginning.
Cool. All right. Great. So, I mean, even starting with just the vacants is down to, 5,900.
Okay.
But I kind of, was using kind of these, just the different tabs is like benchmarks, and then going in and changing, equity, single family home only, owned for, more than 4 or 5 years, sort of things like that. So I've been going, like not owner occupied, vacant, off market. No foreclosure stuff. Let's see what else. No liens. And then equity, like I said, I was doing 50%. You're saying I should do much higher than that?
Do 50. Let's see what it says.
Okay. So that out of just the vacant ones is 3,400.
Okay. I'm trying to see how you got from there to way lower.
I guess just the vacants and let me pull that off. Yeah, I mean, I guess just because of picking the occupancy status and the owner occupied, because now if it's, oh wait, hold on. I'm sorry, I'm still new to this software.
Dude,
so
take your time, man. I'm here to help you.
Yeah. I guess kind of like
Be
more
selfish,
like,
dude. This is a mastermind call for you. You're not getting a link unless you're in my mastermind, so you're good.
I don't know. I guess I'm kind of just like lost as to like how I should be looking at these lists, because like I said, all of them are kind of small. The other ones that I pulled up were, the tired or list from Orlando, which is 5,100, which is maybe a better list to try.
Okay. I mean, that list is a lot bigger, dude. So definitely something up. I don't know.
Yeah, I was just, I figured I was kind of maybe going in the wrong direction or going too small. But, like I said, I've watched a lot of videos and read a bunch of stuff. So I'm just trying different filters. But it seems like all of my stuff ends up with small lists.
Like that vacant list should be good, dude. You're just, the problem is there's so many people in Orlando right now trying to do wholesaling. I would start doing all of Orange County, and I would really go niche, dude. And you get plenty of leads, all the code violations, all the probates. I would, and then, I mean, I don't know you too well, dude, personally, but what do you do for a living, and how much free time do you have dedicated for wholesaling?
I'm a photographer, and so I have a very flexible schedule. But right now, I've just been doing, between 20 and 40 hours a week into the wholesaling. And that's between, like I said, I just started doing the cold calling this week. So I've done 8 hours of that so far, a couple hundred calls. And I'm doing it all as the project. I just wanted to get proof of concept. So I'm using the least amount of money for resources of marketing. I paid for PropStream, but I'm doing True People Search, and then
Oops. Oh, I think it popped off. Mike, your thing popped off. So if you want to hop back on, shoot, your thing popped off. Dang it, man. Mike, if you want to hop back on, let me know, guys. Also, remember, if you want to join, remember these calls and just go one-on-one with me. I'm not going to give it out on the YouTube right now. You're going to have to join my free wholesaling mastermind. That's the only way you can get on these calls. That's the only way. You got to. Oh, here's Mike.
Sorry,
Mike got kicked off for a second. You're good, man.
Yeah, I lost it. I think the internet was kind of gave out on me.
You're good, dude.
All the time. So I've been doing between 20 and 40 hours a week. I'm just trying to get proof of concept. I want to get the first one to get the kind of the ball rolling, and just kind of see what I can do from there. Like I said, I do have a career as a photographer, so I have some other, cash and financial stuff to rely on. But I think this could be a great way to, make my schedule even more flexible and, be able to live the kind of the lifestyle I enjoy.
All right, man. I mean, my question for you is, how sick are you of calling people that are just saying that they got a million people already talking to them?
I mean, it definitely kind of gives you that like crazy, the tightness in your, your stomach. But I mean, I'm not done calling. I called another 20 people after I got like 5 or 6 of those in a row. I guess just since I'm so new to the cold calling, I don't have any sales experience, none of that. I mean, obviously you got to just kind of persevere and go through these things,
Yeah.
but I wasn't sure, like maybe I'm just barking up the wrong tree in the wrong market. And you never know. It's like I said, I'm so new to all this.
My recommendation for you, bro, is I would start drawing for dollars. That's what I would say.
Okay.
Drawing for dollars, you live there. It's a great market.
So I'm doing it all virtually. I'm based in New York. So I do.
Oh, okay.
Here. Yeah, I forgot to mention. Sorry. So that changes a little bit.
Yeah, that changed it. Okay. Where in New York?
In Brooklyn.
Oh, shoot. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, Orlando's probably the best thing you can do. Now you're in Orlando, dude. I would, in my personal, you're doing Florida, dude. Do only niche list around Florida then.
Okay.
Do all the fire damage properties in all the big cities you can. Mm-hmm. Do all the niche lists in like crazy little counties over there in Florida with enough cash buyers there. Yeah. That's what I would probably do. So do like Pasco County north of Tampa. Do the surrounding counties like Polk County in Florida. Mm-hmm. Places like that, and then just start doing niche lists there. So do all the probates in Polk County, do all the code violations and the water shutoffs in like those random counties in Florida where there's cash buyers, and you'd only be cold calling niche lists. It's like mass niche lists, which is really good. That's what I'd start doing.
Amazing, because I am planning to, I'm moving down to West Palm area for the winter, but I'll pick up it's great. I went and I was like, I love this there.
I love it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I love it.
But yeah, so I kind of the same sort of thing. I fell in love with it, and I was, the original plan was to move down there and get the real estate license, but I kind of found this, and would obviously love to explore this in addition to that, and kind of just see where it all fits in. It's a very interesting subject. So
yeah, dude, we just did another deal in not Green Acres. We did another like crazy big deal. We had like $40,000 deal in Green Acres. Like Palm Beach works, dude. Like it works. I mean, we have to work hard in Palm Beach, but it works, dude. So if you're gonna move there, I would probably be focusing on the Palm Beach market then. But do all over Florida, man. Keep it up. Keep cold calling. You'll get that skill set better, and you go out there and dominate, man. Yeah.
And then any other tips for just like, I mean, I'm using this quick and simple. Hey, is this the owner of 123? Great. Are you looking at I feel that's pretty succinct enough that most people either get it or, it's quick enough that even if they've heard it a million times, they're just like, no. But yeah, so, I mean, I'm going to keep going. I'll update you in a couple of weeks when I get my first deal. And then, we can go from there.
Dude, I like the language, man. When? I love it.
When? 2 weeks. I'm giving myself 2 more weeks. I gave myself the month and $150 to spend on this. So we'll see.
That's it, dude. That's a good amount of money for it. But yeah, True People, search it up. Keep it going. The one thing I tell you is just keep a consistent schedule for the marketing. You'll not get consistent deals unless you do consistent marketing. You don't have to pay for marketing. You just got to go out there and do it.
I've got it written down. It's on the wall behind my computer.
Boom. Let's get it, man.
Amazing.
All right, dude. Let me know anything else I can do to help you out. I'm always here. You're doing the right stuff. I mean, you're watching the content I'm doing. You're in my mastermind. So anything you need, let me know. I'm here to help you out, dude. That contract on flipwithrick.com/contract.
Yep.
Good enough for Florida, dude. You're good there. So it's like you have the tools, dude. Just go out there and do it. Like
exactly.
That's it, man.
Exactly.
Let's go.
Well, I appreciate your time, man. Thanks for everything you do. Everybody really, I really like your content. So it's great.
Thanks, man. You got another question? Hop on the link. I'll answer it, dude.
Honestly, that was it. That was, that was the one thing I had planned. I didn't even think I was going to get this much time. So,
dude, I people are surprised how much time I'll give. Like, if I can time block something for a mastermind, for that mastermind calls I do here, that's what I do.
I know. Now I just
I'm not trying to make money off you, dude.
I wish I had a little something more to ask you.
Hey, dude, come next week. We'll get it going. The one question I fear, Mike, is Mike, how much money have I charged you for this? $0. Guys, join the mastermind.
Ladies and gentlemen, you hear it. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's do it, man.
Brother, I appreciate it, dude. Catch you later.
All
right, thanks. Peace.
Paid no money for this stuff, dude. I'm giving you thousands of dollars of like content absolutely for free. You see the link right here. Facebook.com/group/wholesaling houses for real. Give you thousands of dollars of like coaching for free. Like, what more do you guys want? I don't know. I mean, I guess I have to throw $100 bills at people to get you to come on these things. But guys, I'm trying to give as much value as possible. And I see comments. I'm going to get to the comments. But if you want to get face-to-face on a video where you get your questions answered, guys, you got to join the mastermind. That is how this every Thursday. Basically every Thursday now at 5:00 is my mastermind time. I'll get to my YouTube people, but YouTube people join my mastermind. That's how you get priority access to me for free. It's the largest wholesaling mastermind in the country. Like, come on. Tone Locke says, how do I join the group? Go to Facebook. Go to Wholesaling Houses for Real. Wholesaling, WHOLESALING for Real on Facebook. Join the group. There's a lot of people in there, so it will pop up pretty quickly. Join that Facebook group. And then you will have on the announcements right now, if you join the group, you have to accept it, obviously. For a guru, we're not going to let you in. But if you join the group on the announcements tab, it literally, this video is live there. That's where a lot of people are watching this. Almost more people are watching in that group than on the YouTube channel, which is kind of crazy. But you'll be pending. But once you get in, on the announcements tab for next call, next week, literally it'll say, here's the date, here's the link to join, and they can hop on here. So let's get some more people on here. John, what's up?
Hello?
Hey, bro, what's up?
Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you, man.
Okay, great. Awesome. How are you today, Zach?
Dude, I am blessed, man. Every day above ground's an amazing day.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah, I had a question. Your last video, you said go for the fire list. I actually got a fire list. And so now I'm trying to figure out the best way to make use of the list without wasting my time. So once you get the list, is there a way to throw the list back into PropStream to sort of scrub the list before you just start calling random people or texting random numbers that you may not need to text or call? If that makes any sense.
Yes. I would cold call that list instead. It's a lot quicker, I would say. I'm pretty sure you can import from PropStream, but for a fire, I mean, how big of a list do you have?
It's only 1,000.
Yeah, dude, I'd cold call it.
Right. So the thing is,
you never know, dude.
The thing is, I guess if that's how you do it, that's how you do it. But the list that they gave me, it doesn't really specify whether someone actually owns the house, whether they are living in an apartment and they caught a fire and their apartment caught a fire and then they called the fire department, or, if they do own the house, do they have any equity? Those kind of things that we normally, when we build our list, we build our list around certain criteria, certain filters, whether it's single family with equity, 5 years, whatever. So to just start cold calling this list without knowing who we're calling, if they even own the property, I was just curious if that would be a waste of time.
What info do you get, and what city, and what's?
Well, I'd rather not say the city right now. Hope you don't mind that. But
don't say the city then. Don't say the city.
They gave me the addresses. It was not easy, obviously. Had a bunch of runarounds. They told me no. Then I called back. Then I spoke to fire. I called fire departments, and then I spoke to one of the captains. And then he says, no, you got to call the city. So they gave me a big runaround. And then finally, I get back on there with the city. She's like, oh, well, how did you get my information? This, that, and the other. And I'm like, well, the captain gave it to me. Captain so-and-so said that I could call you. So I finally got through to her, and she put the list together. The first list were all of the fire calls, whether it was a fire in a dumpster, a fire in an alley, a fire at a subway. And so then I got back to her and I said, hey, no, I only need fires in residential properties or condos, things like that. So that's when the list dropped down to 1,000. And then so she's like, well, I'm not going to send you their names. I can't send you that. I can only give you their address. So I said, all right, well, just give me the address. That's fine. I'll take it. And then she's like, well, I'm not going to send it to you in an Excel spreadsheet. It has to be a PDF. I'm like, hey, fine. No worries. Just send it over to me and I'll deal with it from there. So it's the first list that I finally got. And I want to, find the best use of the time without potentially calling a lot of, folks on there who may not even own the property. One, it may just be living in an apartment building or something. And then two, if they do own the property, to just have some sort of idea of if they have any equity in there or not. So that's what I was thinking. Well, is the first step to throw it in the PropStream, somehow import it, and then look at the property to see, okay, is this property have equity? You know, kind of see what's going on with the property, and then export it into an actual list where I know, okay, everyone on this list has been scrubbed. I know they have equity. I know it's a single family. I know it's XYZ, and then just bang out, you know, call those folks after I do that little pre-scrubbing. So I'm just trying to get, you know, an idea of what do you think about, you know, how we should go forward.
What happened when you imported it in PropStream? What happened?
No, I literally just got the list today, so I haven't yet.
Well,
that's why I'm asking.
See what happens.
And that's why I'm asking you. So,
yeah.
Well, the first thing is she sent it to me as a PDF, so I'd have to convert it from a PDF to an Excel before I can import it into PropStream.
Yes.
So
you can do it, or a VA can do it. Depends how much money you got.
Well, that's actually what I'm going to do. I'm going to have a VA. I'm waiting for this. I reached out to a couple of folks that know VAs, and I'm waiting to hear back. This was yesterday, so I'm waiting to hear back so I can get a VA, because I want to hire a VA to do this legwork and make the calls for me. So you know, but I'm waiting. You know, these things is literally all happening as of yesterday, and then, you know, I'm just sitting here and you popped up and you have the live mastermind going. So I said, let me hop on with Zach and ask him some feedback. So I just, first of all, thank you for telling me about the fire list, because I know, just like you just said to that other guy that was on here, if it takes a lot of work to get the list, then, you know, other folks don't have it.
Oh yeah.
You know? And that was his frustration was, hey, I got this list out of Orlando, but it seems like a lot of folks are banging that list. So I'm telling you, what you just said is 100% true, because I know I had to go through a lot of loopholes to get this small list, even though it's only 1,000. I'm going to call the other counties as well. But I really do believe in what you said. Hey, if there's a lot of work to go in to get that list, then, you know, you got something there, and because everyone else is not doing it. So first of all, I just wanted to thank you for telling me that last week. And here I am now. I actually do have a list, and I'm just trying to take it to the next step, you know.
That's great, man. The one thing I would ask, if you'd want to push this lady to the limit next time you get the new list, is ask if they can do the estimated amount of damage, because some fire departments do that. That'd be huge.
Okay, so actually, I got the list from the city. The fire department, he flat out, and I tried to do what you said. I told him, I said, hey, I'm doing a school project, you know, on fires in the county. And he's like, and that backfired. He's like, absolutely not. He's like, I'm not giving out this information. He's like, this is personal information. This is names. This is fires.
Information.
He's like, there's no way I'm giving this out to you. And so that's when I got back on the phone with the city. And I said, well, I told them, I said, hey, I just spoke to the captain at the fire department. He mentioned that it was public information, and you have to kind of give this to me because, you know, it's public information. So yeah, you know, this was my first go at it and trying to actually get the list. And now you're saying to ask them for an estimated number of amount of damage.
Some do, some don't. If you have it, it's more information. Obviously, I can go fight the fire department guy, and I could say something smart like, well, I know what your salary is. You're a public employee. What's the difference between you telling me that, like, information through the Freedom of Information Act, they have to give it to you. I mean, they're government employees. They have to. You are owed that information. If they go, like, if the cops go to someone's house and arrest someone, that's public information. You are subject to that information. What I would tell you here is, I mean, arguing with them is never going to be the right thing to do, because then they get to stick up their butt and they're just going to not give it to you, and they're going to make you fight with the lawyers. So that's smart for you to do that. Just if you can, or ask if they have it. Some of them are going to say yes, and it's going to be amazing. Get a VA, transfer it from a PDF to an Excel, and then from there, I would probably import in PropStream if you want. Honestly, if it's a $500,000 property and it's already fire damaged, I don't really care. With little equity, I could still make a deal with that, especially with the builder. So that's why I usually don't really care with the import of PropStream. But if you want to, you can do that. Make sure you get the actual phone numbers from there, start cold calling it, and go from there. But yeah, it's a good plan, man. I'm telling you right now, the fire damage list it's absolutely amazing. You're going to have to focus very hard on actually finding the buyers for it, but that's something you should probably be doing now also. is building a cash buyers list for builders. But you watch enough of my stuff, you know my content, you know my opinion on it. So get it going, dude. And you definitely have a lot of success. Fire damage is a great niche.
Awesome. Okay, cool. Yeah, definitely. It'll probably be easier as soon as I hear back from those guys to give me that VA to just have the VA call it. It's only 1,000. It's only 1,000 numbers. They can call that in, I don't know, a couple of days or something. So save me a lot of work of having to try to import it into PropStream, figure out if it has equity, this, that, and the other, and or I could just pass it to the VA and have them call it. You're right.
Sweet, man. Awesome, dude. What other questions you got, man? I have all day.
What would, as far as VAs, I've been, because I'm fairly new here, so I've been hearing that a lot of the VAs are in like the Philippines and things like that. Is that pretty typical for a VA to be in one of those countries or something?
A VA can be in the United States. The issue is how much they are going to charge you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So obviously, John, you don't want to pay someone $30 an hour, which is probably the going rate in the United States to do that PDF job. That'd be insane. It's like 5 hours. You pay $200 for that. Some of the Philippines will do the same amount of work for $4 an hour, maybe even $5. The best VAs for clerical work is definitely the Philippines and like India. I prefer India for something like that because a lot of VAs in India are like very well trained. They're highly educated. Philippines also very educated people there. So $4 or $5 an hour, you can have them doing that work. So that's really good. When it comes to cold calling, I prefer the Philippines. They have slight accents, not the end of the world, but it's decent for cold calling. Now, if you're in like a Hispanic market, Argentina, Mexico, a little more money, but they speak Spanish. And a lot of Americans are actually used to like maybe like a Spanish accent. So it's less of a, it won't pop in someone's head as bad. So that's probably what I'd be saying. Like in Miami, like it's a given if someone has a Spanish accent or they talk differently. So that'd be my recommendation. I think the Philippines and India for that job. If you're looking to actually hire someone for cold calling, I would look at the Philippines. But the one tip I can give you for VAs when it comes to cold calling is I would get voice recordings, and sometimes they're faked, but you just got to make sure they're good. But yeah, dude,
give voice recordings.
Yes, dude. If you have if like you're looking to hire a cold caller, give me a recording of your voice.
Oh, okay.
You don't want a heavy, thick accent. It's going to ruin it.
I got you. Yeah.
And then sometimes, dude, they'll give a recording of like a really good friend who speaks perfect English, and then you hire them, and it's not that. So you would definitely still have to verify and then do interviews, things like that. I've been a victim of that before, so. I would be very careful, but yeah, overall it should be pretty good. That's a pretty foolproof way. Upwork.com is really good. Onlinejobs.ph is really good too. There's a lot of really good services out there for VAs, but it's a great leverage of your time.
Wait, say those last two again. Uphold what?
Yeah, so Upwork, UPWORK.com, and then online. So onlinejobs. So like .com. So onlinejobs.ph. Two top places for cold callers, I would say.
Okay, got it right here. Online jobs. Okay. And so yeah, so for me, I'm definitely going niche. And so I got Fire List. I got that one county. They gave me a little bit. And now I'm just gonna go county. I'm gonna do about 5 counties. And then from each county, if I can get 1,000, that'll be a decent amount just for the fire niche. And then my next thing I'm going to get off into is the probates. Obviously, now that pre-probate filter is in PropStream, I want to try to get a quick start on that. So the only other thing would be to do is I just got some probate letters that I found. I was trying to find find Rick's old probate system from years back, but I couldn't really find it. So I just have some generic probate letters that I found online, and I'm going to start sending out the mailers, try to do about 50 a day so I can do 1,000 a month. And that'll be another small list that I'm working, but again, a lot more work. Like you said, if it takes more work, there's probably something to it.
Oh yeah.
And then my next list. So basically my total system is this. I got, obviously we got the 10,000 in the PropStream, right? Properties we can pull. I got 10,000 SMS text messages I've already paid for. And then I have 10,000 skip trace. So basically 10,000 is the number for the skip trace, the property, and the SMX text. So really, I'm thinking if I got 10,000 text messages I'm going to send out, I'm thinking of breaking down, having about 4 different lists of about maybe 2,500 a piece, maybe water shut off 2,500, pre-foreclosure 2,500. That way I can spend this first month and sort of test out what works, what lists are working with my TextMX system, with my new VA I'm looking to hire. And I think from there, obviously, I mean, there has to be a deal in there. I mean, with that much activity, yeah, right. With that much activity, there has to be. So that's basically where I'm at right now. It's the beginning of the month. We just came off of a long holiday weekend, so I know things were a little slow, but I'm looking to have all of this set up so that Monday I can have a VA on the phone calling, and I can start my text blasting program, and I can start sending out letters as well.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
sounds like a good plan, man. Keep it up. Like I would just test. Testing is everything. I would say, like for you to get a good deal or get your marketing right, I would keep testing it.
Okay. Awesome. Well, yeah, that's it, man. Thanks so much for all the gold nuggets. Thanks for all the we're looking to put these gurus out of business here. So, I appreciate it. Oh, last thing I wanted to ask you was, I saw yesterday you had Ed, the real estate coach there, or not sure if it was yesterday or the day before.
Yeah, Ed Hayes was yesterday. Yeah.
Ed Hayes. Yeah. So I'm noticing you're having these bags to riches calls with these, other wholesale gurus that are in the business. Is that something that you're going to continue to do? Is that like a weekly thing or monthly or every 2 weeks or?
Yeah, dude. So basically what I do is I have a podcast, and obviously I need to interview people who are legit. They actually do. And unfortunately, a lot of the people that are legit in this business do have coaching and stuff. But I do think I tell everyone enough that coaching sucks. Don't buy any coaching. But if I can extract the information that they will give to me and I get a pulse on their business around the country, it do really well. I've done this podcast for over a year. So I've done one guest every single week live for over a year straight. So it's every Wednesday, 5:00. I'll have someone new on and we'll talk. We're getting a lot less coaches. I'm phasing it out, but these people have been scheduled for a while. But Ed's been a great dude. He's actually given a lot of free information for the past 4+ years. So a lot of people actually learned from him starting out, which is pretty cool. They paid no money. So that podcast is every Wednesday at 5:00. It'll be live, and it will be the biggest wholesaling podcast in the country in the next years to come. So pretty exciting. Just like this YouTube channel, just like this mastermind. This masterminds are the largest in the country, which is really cool. But I'm just here to give as much free value as possible. And these gurus are don't buy their courses, but some of their information they give is absolutely invaluable. So that's why I keep doing the podcast, and I learn a lot from them, and they teach a lot. So that's it, man.
Yeah, and then these guys are all over the country. I mean, who are some of the big name wholesalers in your market? I know I think you're in Port St. Lucie, Florida, somewhere around there. So
it's only me, right?
Are you going to be having a podcast with other players in your market so we can kind of know who the players are in that area? Or are you kind of avoiding that and going outside? And
there's a 7-figure wholesaler outside of me in my market. There's none. Zero. I can confidently say that.
Seven-figure
wholesaler in my market besides me.
Right. Six-figure. So definitely 6-figure.
Yeah, there's 6-figure ones out there.
Oh, okay. Because for instance, Ed. So those guys that you had yesterday, these are all 7-figure kind of guys.
I don't know if I don't know if Ed's a 7-figure guy.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about for my local market. I'm not going to go interview a guy that's making $50,000 a year in wholesaling. I don't know if they have much to give versus someone who's making $800,000 a year.
Yeah.
That's been in the business for a while.
Yeah, because I saw the one with Ed yesterday. I know Ed. I've watched his videos as well, and I've purchased some of the things that he recommended.
I'll purchase them. I don't recommend that, but
no, the REI replied that's what he says he uses for his skip tracing.
Yeah,
and so it paid $50 to use it, but I didn't like it because it just didn't work out for me. But I do know Ed from that. So when I saw him on your podcast, I was like, wow, that's really cool that Zach is, having a podcast with other folks that I'm following on YouTube as well. Because when you do that, I don't know if you know this, but you kind of solidify their name. So, if I see someone on your podcast, I'm going to automatically assume that I can sort of trust that person to a certain extent because you're having them on your podcast and you're interviewing them, and I trust you. So it's whether you do or not, but just the fact that you're spending your time to even have them on your show kind of says a lot right there. So, I saw that. Then the one I saw that was with, and before that was with Anton Campbell, with that guy as well. And so that's why I was like, wow, this is really cool. I'm really looking forward to seeing you continue to interview these folks just so we can, hear how they're running their business and, how they're expanding it or what they're doing or what are some of the systems they're using. So, yeah, man, definitely. I appreciate you doing that. So you said that's on Wednesdays, right?
Yeah, every Wednesday at 5. Again, it's not me solidifying them. I can tell you right now, most people that I'll interview will sell coaching. Don't buy it. Don't buy it. Mm-hmm. I'll say that right now. It's very selfish, this podcast, to me. It's me interviewing really good wholesalers and trying to get as much information as I can from them to use for my own business. That's it. Anton Campbell, I don't know if he's the expert at dispositions, but I know he knows how to legitimately run VAs extremely well. That is that's where he's an expert at. So that's why I went deep dive on him on that. And I got some things from there that actually helped me out with my VAs. So that's why I'm doing it. I do that. So I learned a lot from a lot of these guys. I had Carlos Reyes on, and he really helped me understand the importance of sometimes scaling up marketing, just little niche stuff with employees for acquisitions. Like I had Keith Everett. He sells an acquisitions course. I don't recommend people buy acquisitions courses, but he dropped so much knowledge on acquisitions, and it was amazing. So no, it's not a green light to go buy someone's course or anything, but I'm just trying to get information from people because I don't know everything about wholesaling. I will not tell you. I'm not the guy to tell you that. I am not the $100 million wholesaler. I'm not the expert on everything, but I'm trying my best to be. So that's why I interview different people. It's really important to see how other people do it around the country. And that's why I do it. So I don't recommend anyone except for me. I never probably will, except for Rick, obviously. But yeah, dude, I'm glad to get value out of it. Every Wednesday, 5 o'clock, you can hop on, get some value.
Okay, awesome. Yeah. And then I guess the last question is, we know that I saw that June 30th, they're lifting the eviction moratorium for, and so I was curious to get your thoughts on where do you think is going to happen with the pre-foreclosures. Do you think that we'll see a lot more pre-foreclosures coming out, or do you think that's still kind of ways away?
The federal one?
Yeah.
No, they did it for Florida. They kind of lifted everything. There's no effect. It'll get eaten up. If the banks are taking stuff over, they're going to do it very slowly, like they did in 2008, where they had all these foreclosures and they slowly put it in the market so the prices went crash so they don't lose their butt on the prices. I mean, banks are private corporations. They know exactly how to make the most profit. So I don't see an effect from it. Just going to be honest. There are evictions already going on now in Florida for a very long time. I don't really see a difference.
Okay, great. Awesome. Well, yeah, cool, man. So thank you for the advice. I guess that's all I have for you today. So. All
right. Well, I appreciate it, John. Have a good one.
Thank you so much.
Keep it up, dude. Thanks for the support. All right.
Hey, what's up, Zach?
Oh, hey, Sergio, what's up? Cobra Capital, you're on next, dude. I'm sorry. I think I clicked the wrong button. You're on next, bro. I promise. I got you, dude. Get your questions, man. Dang, I clicked the wrong button. Sergio, what's up, bro? I got you for as long as you want.
Do you want to let him go first?
No, dude. You're
Hey,
good.
what's up? Do you want to let him go first? That way I'm not like cutting him on.
All right. All right.
Hey guys. Hi, brother.
Dude, I clicked the wrong button. I'm sorry.
It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. I just got to know about you like a week or 2 weeks before. I'm from Canada. I'm from Toronto. And I work as a data analyst. So I'm very good with number crunching and all that stuff. And I just got into wholesaling like past 3 months. And before that, I used to just buy properties as much as I can. And in Canada, it's a different space when you talk about tools like props and some data filtering. And I'm like, this is all like alien world for me. So I was just trying to understand like how can I grow? And there is not much room to grow, as in like people are doing I'm doing the flyer campaign. So my first flyer campaign got me a property, which got me like 100K off market value, right? And instead of wholesaling it, I just bought it myself, bought it at 0% down payment. It was a killer of a deal. Then I started understanding like this will make me money. Like it's all about getting deals, right? So I started getting deals and things started getting better. And then I've got 3 deals out of 3 flyer campaigns, but there's resistance to grow with the VA section, hire people and whatnots. And, you know, like taking it to the next level because we don't have as much tools at disposal and it's like a little tough. So it's me and my brother basically just going to the place, talking to the person, just trying to like, even though the deal's not working, we try to make something work out of it. It's just the personality which is getting me the money, like the deal, but otherwise nothing fancy or something. So I'm just curious to know, like, pick your brain, like if you were gonna do wholesaling in a new city or new country altogether, like what idea would you approach with not having the same tools as in the United States, right?
Dude, it's a gift and a curse, man.
Yeah.
So I know some wholesalers in Canada. The best one I know so far is Ben Muirston. Have you looked him up?
Yeah. I know Ben Muirston.
So he's in London, I think, Ontario.
He's from Windsor. He's running this portfolio called program called Cash Flow, right? So he's not much into wholesaling now. He's running a business and enroll in a program. So I don't go towards that direction where someone's asking me money.
He's got a lot of old content. I would look at it. I've met him before. He's a really nice dude. The way he does his business, I know Matt McKeever's over there, but I know, but he like they do more general real estate stuff now. So from what I know about Canada, again, I'm not the expert, dude. But you just got to do a lot of the stuff where you have to have sellers do inbound marketing, not outbound marketing. Okay. So outbound would be I'd pull a list and then I'd go call that list, and you can't really do that. So you want sellers coming to you, and then you can go from there.
Yes.
So there's a lot of stuff you can do. Again, direct mail is going to be a lot harder.
Yes.
Bandit signs it's interesting. You probably can't do bandit signs in Canada, especially Toronto. But I see a lot of people do like billboard ads, like park benches, things like that. Radio ads you can do. TV ads a little much, but that's probably what I would start doing in Canada if you had the money to start scaling it up. Obviously, I would be looking at the top wholesalers in Canada and see what their marketing is. But it's not my expertise, but stuff like that's probably where you do. But the good part about that is that means there's probably not a lot of wholesalers out there, and there's plenty of deals. So again, I don't know the laws, regulations there, but in my opinion, that's kind of what I would start doing.
Correct. But the interesting thing is what has happened in the past 1 year, the prices have gone over the roof over here. Every Tom, Dick, and Harry is doing wholesaling right now. It's just a matter of time when they run out of the money and they run out of their flyer campaign and they're like, close the book and get out. So it's about consistently doing as much as, like, you can only write checks your body can cash. Basically, you got to understand that and reverse engineer and then try to do like small, maybe it might look less, but over a long run, you're doing it consistently. So we are doing that. But recently I'm understanding there's a good strategy of getting bird dogs in different cities, like far off cities, like hire people, train them and on a call and give them a script and all that fun stuff and just like take it on from there so that one can go for far off cities. Because right now everything is in Ontario. Ontario is like the what do you say, New York or something like that, and everyone's doing it over there. Nobody gives a rat's ass about Calgary and all that
Dude,
top.
that's where the money's at, bro. That's where the money's at.
Yeah.
Not
That's there, but I feel sometimes there's like untapped market, even though there's less money or relatively less money, but there's not much competition. Like no one's going over there, like all that fun stuff, right? Like for example, Edmonton and Calgary, it's at so low because of the oil industry and all that. It can go more low now. So
Yeah.
I'm just thinking like, should I just pack up my bag, go there and start a work over there and just like, it's all these crazy ideas. Not sure.
Yeah.
Maybe too much for my own good. I'm not having any idea. Like
I know for a fact, like Nova Scotia is very cheap, but it's very poor.
Yeah.
Maybe look at cities like Halifax, something like that, where I mean it's a lot cheaper. The price points. Just brainstorming with you, man. You could try reverse driving for dollars. That's on the inbound strategy. I think will work for you. Do you know reverse driving for dollars?
Driving for dollars?
Reverse driving for dollars.
I don't know reverse driving for dollars.
So driving for dollars, obviously, you go in your car, look for a bad property. So driving for dollars is you're driving in your car looking for a bad property.
Correct.
In the United States, you can actually look up the phone number and then, call them easy. The problem is in Canada, you can't go find someone's phone number that easy.
Yeah.
So what you could do is go driving around. You have a bird dog or someone doing it, obviously not you. And they have a property, it looks beat up, it needs help. Maybe it's vacant. What you're going to do, or maybe someone lives there, you're going to have your bird dog have like a yellow sticky note and say, hey, my name is John. I'm looking to buy your property. Or, hey, my name's John. Just give me a call back. And then you leave your phone number there. And they'll stick it on, someone's windshield, on the car, or like by their door. And then that person will call you. And then boom, you got the phone number. And you have a conversation from them. Say, hey, are you the owner there? Like, yeah, I'm the owner. Now you have their name. Oh, they're the owner. Now you have your phone number. Boom, get a wholesale deal done there. If you can do that at a large scale, it does really well. We do that in Florida, and it works pretty well. And it'd probably be better in Canada if you're in a city or a place that will work pretty well from there.
So you're saying instead of dropping a letter at their house after driving for dollars and getting their information,
do sticky note,
sticky note, cheap and easy.
And they'll call it. And you know what they're going to do? They're going to pique their interest. Like, who's let sticky note their phone number in my house? I bet you would call it, right?
Yeah. I do something like interesting, which I found, like I got a lead. So when you see these wacky houses with so many males inside it, so what happens, they don't have a tendency of looking at each and every male with all the nitty gritty details. So what I do, I take a sandwich Ziploc box, just drop my mail and then just put it in their mailbox. So they're like, what's this Ziploc box? Like, like Ziploc bag, right? So they're like curious to look at it. So I just do something weird. Like,
I don't know what your law is. I know in the United States, I can't open mailboxes with the federal offense.
Okay. So that's how we are different, like the strategy work over there are no good over here. So it's
so if you put on someone's windshield, like you just lift the windshield wiper and put it there, when they drive, there's going to be they're going to take it off and look at it. Absolutely. So, dude, stuff like that would probably be the best, I would say.
Yeah. And then any other ideas, like, would you emphasize on someone who is like still not able to like go wholesaling like on a big scale, as in like optimize with all the systems? Because I saw your video with all the 3 pillars, VA and all that fun stuff. There's too much resistance that I don't know, man. There's a lot of resistance. I don't know if you would have faced that or you went all guns blazing, but just curious, like, what would you say, or like, how would you start? Like, because you haven't thought this, okay, I put 20 G's and I'm failing. What do I do now? Like, I would rather do the 20 G's with the system, which is working, right? That kind of stuff. Look, it's just curious to know.
Dude, I started $300. So obviously I started $300 wholesaling.
Wow.
So I obviously was not putting in tens of thousands of dollars per month in overhead for the business I'm at now. You get to the point, you just start just adding zeros to stuff. So, got a $20,000 deal, end of my senior year of high school, 100K, put that 100K and make 300K, start getting more people, turn it to 500, 800, and then $1 million a year in profit. It took me 4 years to get that point.
Okay.
2 years, it really took me to understand actually how talking to sellers and actually doing things. I was all by myself the first couple of years. So it takes time, dude. It's like bodybuilding. It's like you ain't gonna get jacked without like obviously don't take steroids. It's gonna very bad for your health. But like if you're gonna like get strong, it takes years of like training to get there. Be really good at soccer or basketball. It takes a lot of training to get there. Same thing with the business, man. You can't go from 0 to 60 in a couple days. It ain't gonna work like that. So same thing as YouTube channel. I had 500 subscribers last year, and I've been doing this for like 18 months. Consistent action and just get better every single day. You'll get good results, man.
Gotcha. So you hired like if I want to hire VA, I would hire VA from Philippines to do the cold calling and all that specifically, right?
Are you from India?
I am originally from India, but I'm based in Toronto, near Cambridge in Toronto. Yeah.
No. I know you're Canadian. So the reason I'm asking you this is the biggest problem with VAs is communication.
Correct.
The cool part is what language is in India? It's not.
It's multicultural language. Like every state.
Yeah, that's my problem.
Language. So you would be like from India, but you'd be a foreigner in another state.
Yeah. So
it's
whatever state you're in.
Yeah.
You're from. I honestly, I probably wouldn't know.
I'm from Bollywood, Mumbai. Bollywood. Yeah.
Okay. So I would get a VA from there, and what language they speak.
Got you.
You can communicate, in your native tongue. So it's very easy to communicate.
Yes.
If I have someone from India, it's gonna be a lot harder for me to talk to him.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Like, dude, your English is the amazing, dude. So like, it's like, but I can't have this conversation with someone from there who might have a thicker accent. So if I want them to start doing clerical work for me, pulling lists, cold calling, I can communicate in the same language. It's so much easier. And you can get stuff done. So you have that advantage where you could communicate with your VAs better than I can with any of my VAs. That's why I say if you speak Spanish, get a Spanish-speaking VA. You can communicate so much better. The trainings will be so much easier for them. That's probably what I would say, dude. Go from someone that could speak the same language you can, because it'll be a lot harder for them. It's just a little advantage where you can get a VA trained very well. So that's probably what I would do, man.
Okay. So instead of going some other country, just stick to your like basics, like your strengths, and try to use those to your benefits.
Yes, it'll be very good. Cold calling, I would stick to the Philippines though.
So when you say cold calling, like you get all these numbers from in the United States, right? You get all this list and you just start calling. We don't have access to like all these lists and all that fun stuff. So we are like, I see a fucked up house. I try to reverse look up the address to the owners. Like, so this owner has 10 addresses. Then I'm trying to understand, okay, this looks like this is his home, which he lives in, because this looks fancy and like all that fun. So now I have to go and talk to him. And then I'm like, hey, I'm interested in buying properties, not yours, but if you have multiple properties, and then I take the conversation from there. So it's like a tedious process, and having access to all this is like, you got to have a realtor buddy who's like, what do you need? I got you, and all that fun stuff, right? So it's an altogether different ball game. So I was just trying to pick your brain, like if there's something out of the bloom that you would know I'm missing or something. And but other than that, it's like all flyer game. Number of flyers you drop is the number of times you can get lucky, and then people start calling you. Other than that, basically you hire bird dogs. That's the way which I'm seeing that's rising. People are hiring people in different cities, and then they are like, okay, you do work for me, I'll pay you something, and then if you get a lead, things work out, I pay you big. And they show the business model of like growing with you and all that stuff. But that's about it. That's all I know about. So I'm just curious to get some info, as in like what else can I do? I'm not sure, but just thought of sharing it with you and just pick your brain, man. Get your energy. That's pretty much about it.
That's kind of where I'm going at there. So I would just test it out and see what's sticking or not, and then scale it up.
Yep.
All
Fair enough. All right.
I appreciate it,
come
man.
with better learnings and sharings next time. And man.
It.
Cheers. You have a good one.
Man.
Thanks for having me. Bye.
Of course.
Hey, what's up, Zach?
What's up, bro? How are you?
I'm good. How's your day?
I'm doing good, man. You're in Chicago, right?
Yes, I am.
Sweet, dude. I always see you comment on my stuff. So
dude,
appreciate it, man.
I love your
How can I help you, dude?
Yeah, so real quick, I do want to say thank you for your time. Thanks for donating your time. Time is money, I understand. You really are here for the people, and I really do appreciate that about you.
Thank you, man. It means
Okay.
everything.
Yeah, of course, man. I got a few questions. So this is my plan. I'm going to start in the next weeks. I was planning on sending 500 text messages a day, Monday through Friday. That's 2,500 a week, 10,000 a month. And I was planning to buy a list of 30,000 leads, like skip trace. So that would be like 10K messages a month for 3 months. And once I start SMSing them, how do I know when it's time to get a new list?
I mean, 30,000 would keep you busy for a very long time. I would SMS blast that list and then cold call that list. And then I would just hit that list continuously and then keep adding a niche lists from there. And then obviously when the results start dwindling on there, I'd probably try scrubbing it again. But that's probably be my recommendation on there.
Okay, so scrub as I go.
Yep, that's what I would say. So those lists will probably be good for a very long time. What list is it again?
I was planning to do vacant and vacant and like high equity, just like the beginner list that you could say.
Yeah, that list will be good for the coming years. So scrub as you go, add niche list on there, get the utility shut off list, the water shut off list, fire damage properties. You know the drill, man. I mean, you watch plenty of my stuff. So
Right.
do that plus the niche list. I think you'll do very well.
Okay. Also,
I was shocked, dude. Are you doing Cook County?
No, I'm not. I want to do, I think, I'm not sure what county it is. I haven't done all the research in that county, but I want to go into a market. It's 2 hours away from Chicago, close.
Don't say it. Don't say it.
2 hours away
Don't
from
say it.
Chicago. And the population.
All right, stop. Sergio,
like,
stop.
Okay.
Sergio, that sounds like a great plan, dude. Keep it up.
Okay.
I'm doing that to give you the most success possible.
Oh no,
There's too many people watching me.
There's a reason why you're saying that, so I'm just gonna go ahead and listen.
I appreciate it, man. Yeah, dude, that area is actually pretty good. I was talking to Ed yesterday. He's doing it virtually, dude. If you do it in person, you do well, man. So I don't think you go wrong with that. He was saying he's having a lot of success SMSing in Chicago. So
Right.
you saw that info. So dude, I think you do really well with it, man. Looking forward to your success.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you. Another thing, how often do we change the phone numbers? Do we all right, so I know we have to test it out to see if it comes out as spam. Would you change it once a week, or how would you do it?
Once a month. I don't think you're doing that many texts.
Okay.
But obviously look at your delivery rate and your response rate, and once it starts dwindling, I just change it instantly.
Okay. Also,
that'd be my recommendation.
So I was planning to use REI Reply.
Okay.
And, I'm not sure if you're familiar with it at all.
A little bit, yeah. I don't use it, but yeah.
When you send, like, so let's say I started sending the SMS and people reply with stop. Do they charge me for receiving that message that said stop? Like, I want to make sure to budget my money. I have a few. So. No,
I don't think so. I think they'll take you off the list though, but that's it.
Oh, okay, awesome. I think that might be it.
All right, dude. Dude, you can join me every week, dude. So don't feel like you got to give like this is like the one time you get to see me, dude. This masterminds every week, man. You're in a mastermind, dude. I'm here to help you out.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
All right, dude. Thank you so much for the support. It means a lot to me. Tell me how your results go next week.
Okay, sounds good. Oh, actually, I'm gonna do it like in a month or so. So I'll let you know as soon as I start it, and I'll continue to share my journey with the people once I start.
All right, dude. We'll talk about ad copy next week then, if you want.
Okay, perfect. All right, Zach, thanks.
Keep it up, bro. Thanks. All right, next one we got here on the Mastermind. If you want to join the Mastermind, Wholesaling Houses for Real. Facebook group is Wholesaling Houses for Real. Go hop on. Ed, what's up? How are you, man?
What's good? Haven't talked to you in a while.
Dude, I'm doing amazing, man. How can I help you become a better wholesaler?
Well, beforehand, just wanted to let you know it's kind of a little laggy. You kind of sound like a robot here.
Oh no, sorry.
But yeah, I just have two questions. Don't want to take much of your time. Um, I know the process overall. I've been cold calling, you know, and I would say the one thing that's keeping me from, truly advancing into a complete close, just closing on the deals, converting them, would be my inability to like structure a follow-up sequence, if that makes any sense. Like I'll get the
Okay.
call, I'll open up smoothly, I'll transition through the condition, timeline, price, and motivation. I'll get those. Sometimes I don't, but I'll say like that's perfect. Give them the benefit of the doubt. And here's the thing. Since I'm kind of like in the introverted side, I just like to like I have the grown habit to just speak to a person and just end it in a good note. So what would you recommend for me to follow up in a just because what I do right now is at the end of the call I'm like, if this offer works for us, or if this what of course I'm a one-man operation, I'll say if this offer works for me, you have I stutter a lot, sorry.
Dude, I don't care. You're good,
If
man.
this
Keep it up.
offer works for both you and me, do uh you want to proceed with this in writing so we can get the process started and get money into your pocket? I have a script for this, so I look at the script while I'm calling, of course, but um how could I make that better?
Yeah, dude. I would just be a little more personal, man. That's it. Like, hey, are you looking to sell your property? Let's have a conversation. Can I go meet you at the
Mhm.
property? Let's talk. Go from there. That's as simple as it should be. Being a friend, trying to help someone, like you're here to buy a property. Can you go meet at the property? Can you do this price? Boom. That's it. Obviously, you
Mhm.
build a lot of rapport in between that, but I do better when I make this business simple. Hands down, for my follow-ups also, I very simple in my follow-ups. Hey Ed, how's it going? Just calling you, seeing how you're doing, seeing if anything changed with you selling the property at 123 Main Street. Oh, no worries. Don't worry. Have a great day. That's it.
Let me see.
Sellers aren't upset when you follow up with them. Like, how are they upset that you actually care about their situation?
Mm.
I mean, I make it so simple so I don't complicate the business. Like, oh, I mean, I called them 2 weeks ago. Should I do this analysis on the best time to just call? That's it. The best time to follow up is now. That's it. Let's say you had an appointment with them yesterday. Do it today. That's it. Like, make the business simple. That's all I can say. Like, just be very simple in your approach. Don't try to make everything scripted. Have a genuine conversation, and you're legitimately trying to help someone sell the property. You're trying to buy it
Yeah,
for all cash. It's as simple as it should be, man.
I shouldn't take myself too seriously.
Don't do it, man.
Yeah.
I
And
don't take
one more
myself
thing.
seriously, man.
Um, so I'm right now looking at a certain kind of list. It's no equity, but also retail value. And
Like a
I
subject
was
to list?
told from, hmm?
Like a subject to list?
Yeah, like that. I believe, yeah, like
Okay.
that, yeah.
Okay.
And I've been calling them, and I was told like there's better spreads in those type of niches. But most of like my interactions with said people are just like very blunt, and that's fine with me because um I like when I focus on the numbers, I can like make a smoother conversation. But when I'm like more let's say elated, people tend to like talk over me, or I just I hush down a lot because I'm not really centered on the main focus why I'm calling. So I digress. Do those lists actually work, or would you prefer recommend those kind of lists?
I would recommend not doing a subject to no equity list. No, unless you're doing subject twos, it's not worth it. There's a lot of sexy subject to guys out there on YouTube. They have like $10,000, $12,000 courses to go learn. Like it's no. You're in wholesaling for wholesaling, dude. Make sure there's equity in it. You can't like we do subject twos. We wholesale subject twos. That's a lot more advanced. Until you start hitting 100K a year in profit, I would not start getting fancy or like just get fancy with your stuff. Keep it simple, make it easy, and go have conversations. Not a lot of big spreads wholesaling subject twos. I promise you that. You'll make 4 to 5K. I'd rather I could do 10 of those in one wholesale deal. So that's the way I look at it, dude.
All right, I'll write that down. Yeah, that's pretty much that's all that's been on my mind.
All right, man.
Oh, one more thing. It's about PropStream, and I promise that's it.
Dude, I don't care, man. Keep it up.
So when I got the 7-day free trial, I wouldn't say it was a bust. Just the program itself was running really rubbishly slow. So I had to go to my aunt's house, get better Wi-Fi, and she did she opened one for me, and I noticed something. So when she paid for hers for a month because she's on the realtor side of things, and I noticed you can pull a I can't say anything right now. A diversified set of lists when you pay for the service, but you still have to skip the phone numbers, right? That's what I noticed.
Yeah.
Dang. So I would be using batch leads to solve that issue.
You can do truepeoplesearch.com if it's too expensive. I mean, truepeoplesearch.com or batch leads, whatever one you want. If you have more time, do True People Search. If you don't, use batch.
All right. Yeah, that's all I had in my mind. Thank you, Zach. I love your videos.
All right, dude. Thanks, man. Keep it up, bro. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right. Sweet. All right. So that's the last call we're doing today. So let me do some of the comments really quick, and we'll hop off here. But I really appreciate it, guys. Real quick, Troy by Playboy asks, real quick before it starts, how do I comp land? How do I get motivated seller to call? I comp land by seeing how much the buyer will actually pay for it. These are going to be like very quick questions. Secrets are so good. My phone fell off my face. Oh my gosh. Let's see here. The Chief Z knocking out the park as always. Thanks for the nuggets. I appreciate it, Anthony. Ray says, what's the best way to scrub fire lists? I like skip tracing and calling, like I've said before, but you can import on PropStream too. Eric says, Zach, what are the essential tools for getting started wholesaling? So far, I'm using call tools and just calling the list with no luck, really. Is there anything I'm missing or anything? It depends on your list, bro. Let me know what list you're pulling and what kind of skip tracing you're doing. Tone says, would you recommend subscribing PropStream for new wholesalers? If you have no money, then no. Again, you get a 7-day free trial, but I'd probably say no. Start getting some deals before you start investing in stuff like that. Eric says, I'm wondering how effective driving for dollars in my market, because I feel like a lot of properties I'm finding when driving for dollars are also the same properties people are pulling for. Like if I'm coming across 100 properties or absentee owner, I'm willing to bet already pull a list. Yeah, for a lot of them. But remember, for driving for dollars, you get lists that before they get pulled, like months before they get on the list. So that's why it's very effective. Skip trace the executioner and the personal representative. Let's see here. Anthony says, hey, folks, let's get up these likes for Zach. He drops gems every day. He shares info with us. Anthony, you're the GOAT. Thank you so much. What's a great site that you use to skip trace? And what's a great way to start out with mailers if you haven't done it and working with a tight marketing budget? I would say tight marketing budget, you probably shouldn't get into mailers. Skip tracing site, truepeoplesearch.com is probably the best free one out there, or batch. Is it harder to comp a house with vacant land combined if I have a seller that wants to sell with the land 13 acres? I don't know. Yeah, it's a lot harder. I would use buyers and ask them what they would pay on top of additional acreage from there. That's what I do, Justin. I appreciate it. Zach is the man. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Agree, Zach. Very generous with this time. Thanks. I appreciate it. I'll take $100. How do I join the group? The link is on the thing below. So facebook.com/group/wholesaling houses for real. Jaggy Piano joined. And you're probably pending. So you can go on the next week's. So that's how it works. You don't get the instant gratification. You got to join it, and then we got to make sure you're not a guru or whatever, and then we'll get you on. Finally added to the group today. That's awesome. Let's see. Fire damage is not on PropStream. We got to get from the fire department. I use ZachDialer.com, but use whatever one you want. No audio video today. I found a vacant distress Arizona with both owners. The title have been ceased. Whoa. Dude, skip trace the 3 surviving adult daughters and call them. That's what I do. Thank you for your time. Thank you. Fiverr VAs are really good. I do agree. They're pretty cheap too. Let's see. Yeah, I would say SMS is the easiest, but I prefer cold calling because you still gain the skill set of talking to sellers. This is fire. Thank you. Nice lights. I appreciate it. I can change it to purple, green, whatever. Felt purple in the back today, but yeah, can change it up. And we got the new studio set up here. So we got the, what is it we got here? We got the classic Dan Marino Miami Dolphins helmet, Florida Gators helmet. Got a black globe, which is pretty cool. Some Japanese thing. I don't know. It's really old. I thought it was really cool. And then we have an old Russ Smiley painting. He passed away a while. Limited edition. I think there's like only 100 of those ever made. And it's like hand painted all the fish of the Atlantic. It's really cool. I really like the painting. And this is my dream for a cool little studio setup we got here. So can't wait to get my first deal. I feel it coming soon. Paying the plug as soon as I get it. All right, dude. Who's the plug? All right. What's the best cost effective? I said estimate. I said Zach Dialer. Oh, another question. Is it harder to turn a contract over to a buyer if there's a renter in the house? Yes, but you still need to get better. It's a lot harder, but you probably get a better price. So it's offsets. Make sure you get a buyer that's okay with it. If I'm wholesaling in America, is having a license necessary in the area if it's required in the area? If it's required, then yes. Yeah, dude, you can do 12 hours, man. Keep it up. Thank you, Zach. I enjoy your streams, and I always learn something. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah, out of state's pretty good. Thanks for the free content. Again, bro, I do a lot of deals with people who own properties out of state. So yes, it's a good one. Jack says, thanks for the free content, dude. I'm always here to give the free content out. Hey, Zach, my question is my town, you could easily get deals, but the thing is my town is small. It's not even on Redfin, and there's no RIA here. So how to go about finding cash buyers? Go to PropStream and pull the cash buyers, the cash sales. That's where you find the cash. So pull all the cash sales in your county and then cold call that list and see if they're looking to buy more discounted properties. That's how you add them on. I'm interested in the market, but don't tell me the market because it's your secret. Thanks for the content. It's amazing. How do you find information on the seller when the property is under a trust? I use True People Searcher and other trip for other skip trace that goes deeper. I would look at the mailing address and then mail to them. And that's probably the best way I can do it. Or knock on the door on the mailing address. Thanks for the nuggets. I appreciate it. Morris, thank you. Paying the plug. Oh my gosh. Washington State is very hard. But you could still do well there outside of like King County, whatever the one in Seattle is. If given the choice between out of state of all, which is better one to choose? All. So driving for dollars probably be a really good one too. And probates. I'm pulling code violations, water shut off, probates fired, but the motivation is so low. Any advice? Start driving for dollars, bro. Thoughts on door knocking? And then Troy, I would say if the motivation's low in there, it's kind of shocking. Fire damage they should be pretty. Oh, you're doing probates, dude. Keep pulling, dude. Keep consistent on the marketing and tell me how it goes after a couple months. That's what I would say. Door knocking is pretty good. Pre-foreclosure is a little tougher, but you would get deals doing it, dude. Start cold calling free government lists, probates, code violations, water shutoffs. Start doing that, and you should do well on a limited budget doing that. Cold call for free. Use Google Voice, TruePeopleSearch.com. That's what I do. I've sent mailers, but they come back since the property is vacant. Cold call that list and then skip trace it. That's what I do. Last question. Thank you, man. I got an idea on how to do it, but you do a video on how to find cash buyers. I feel like it'd help a lot of people. I do. Cash buyers. Search my name with cash buyers. It'll pop up. That's it. So thank you guys so much for this one. This is the Wholesaling Houses for Real Mastermind call. Thank you so much for hopping on today, guys. I'm here to help you every Thursday at 5 o'clock. I'm here to help you guys out. Join Wholesaling Houses for Real on the bottom here. Wholesaling Houses for Real, Facebook.com. It's a Facebook group. That's the largest wholesaling mastermind in the country. Get the link. Join me on the Zooms. I mean, not on the Zooms, but like the video calls, and I help you guys out. So thank you guys so much.